There you go.
Phantom power turned on. Can you hear us now?
There's a signal going through, so I
Yeah.
believe.
Can you hear us? There we go. Fantastic. So, there you go with the camera there. So, our short film, Sandhill, Road of Guilt, it has taken a year on and off with our normal life and jobs to put together. So, just to let you know, so we've got Matt Perkins, our James Sutherland.
Hello.
Hello. Ruben Abreu, co-director and cinematographer, man of magic. And then there's me, Dax39, Leigh Thorne, writer, director. So we've been waiting to put it out for a while. And we'll say that, it's been working on it for a while.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to know what you guys think. And then we'll have a look at some questions down the bottom. We'll answer some, but obviously the story has been written in, I'm a Sandhill fan, and I've written it from a Sandhill point of view. So there's lots of things in there for you to work out. I know the answers for some stuff, but I'm not going to tell you. Okay.
There's a few Easter eggs as well, so
a lot of Easter eggs in there.
Yeah, so there's a few.
So let's have a look. Let's have a look if we've got any questions in here at all. If you've got any questions, drop them in the message area now, and we'll have a little look. So hello, who have we got? Loud and clear. Thank you very much. Wow. So all over the world, eh? Hello. Best short film. So did you guys enjoy it? That's the main thing. Would you watch it again? That is the big question. Let's have a look. What is up with that? Stinger? What's that say?
Stinger. Don't know what that is.
Yeah. Sharing on Facebook. Yeah, it'd be great if you could share it. Now, this is the thing. With this short film, it's an 18-minute short film. Parts of this, because there's a lot of sort of arguments, as it were, in the community about making a short film that has James and Pyramid Head in, because everybody, if you go onto YouTube, that's what everyone does. They have Pyramid Head, they have James, and something happens in it. So because it's the anniversary of Sandhill 2, we, I guess, thought it was very important to make sure those two characters are in. A lot of this short film came from a feature that I'd wrote a while ago, and the James character was actually a different character called Channing Clark, and Pyramid Head was in there, and there was we had both Pyramid Heads in the feature that I'd written, with the idea of the film version, the gaming version, and it's kind of, they're a bit more like Cenobites, as it were, like sort of a Hellraiser kind of idea, where the town itself, it's not about James and Pyramid Head, it's about the town and stuff. But that was that. Let's have a look. What have we got in here? We've got some questions now. I'll definitely watch it again. Fantastic. The post-credit scene. Yeah, did you like that? The post-credit scene. Yeah, Doctor is dodgy, eh? Huh? Very dodgy.
You couldn't see that coming.
Where did you film? And where the sets? So it's filmed in Jersey, the Channel Islands. We filmed at we filmed at a heritage site over here. We filmed at a school that I work at, and we filmed in an old German tunnel that was found on a friend of mine's land.
Yeah, by German tunnel, a Nazi war cave.
Yeah, was it apparently it was used for playing? It was a gambling in.
How deep is it?
Yeah.
It said it was like quarter of a mile or something.
Quarter of a mile.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah, well, we didn't see the full length of it either, did we?
Yeah, no, because it's got that gate at the end. If you saw when James wakes up in the other world, and he's down at the end, yeah, that tunnel goes further. There is actually a fence, and then we obviously created, or Rick, whose land it was, he built a gate. We actually filmed down there, and Rick had put a fan on there. And then once we went back and we looked at the footage, the fan wasn't spinning, and I said to Ruben, I said, "Hey, Ruben, don't suppose in After Effects you can make that fan spin?" He looked at me and said, "Why don't we just film it again and make it spin?" So we did that.
Because we had to go back anyway to finish the rest of the film, so we might as well just get those shots.
Yeah. So look, is there going to be a sequel with Mary and Maria at all, or anything planned or something? So we have got more projects in the in the run up. As it we have got things lined up.
Yeah, lined up. Yeah.
I myself, I would love to just keep making lots of Silent Hill content, but we will do lots of other things. If this film gets a lot of love, there's no reason why we couldn't do some more in the future. It's just we don't want to flog a dead horse, as it were. It is the anniversary of Silent Hill, so therefore we've made a Silent Hill short, and so it's one of them, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's like you know, it's like the Transformers movie. The one is all right, and then they made like 8 of them, and you're like, I don't want to watch anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. I would love to visit this world again and do something different, but you know, we got other stuff to do, other films, and yeah, depends how good this movie does, how good it does online, and then we might revisit the Silent Hill world and do something else. I'm excited for.
Yeah, there you go. Actually, I don't know if you can see that. There is that's a feature of the same content with bits and bobs from this reality. So, you know, if you've got lots of money out there and you would like some people, because once again, this is another thing. So that short film, it was a group of friends that made it. It was zero budget, as in obviously our cameras and equipment and stuff we've got. So if you add that up, that's, you know, cost money, but it's stuff we have. So the main reason this happened was I do a lot of, as you know, if you're here from one of my subscribers, you'll notice I do a lot of cosplay. And I built Red Pyramid. I don't know if you can see him, actually. He's up there. He's up on the wall, hanging like a trophy. Yeah, I slayed him. I go to a lot of Comic-Cons, and because of COVID, Comic-Cons weren't happening. And I thought, I really want to do something with Pyramid Head. So I said to Ruben, I said, do you fancy filming my costume for me? Like we did with the Ghostbuster, which is on the channel. You can watch that. That was myself and Ruben just playing with cosplay again. And so we went out and did a bit of test footage, and Ruben just turns around and says, why don't we do something real? Do something proper. Have you got a script? I said, yeah, I can put a script together. So
yeah, I like to make movies, so
yeah,
that was a perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
I was actually the first time I've met Matt as well on this film. And Matt did great, to be honest, on everything. And not many takes. Just like one take wonder. This fella.
Yeah, I think it's important to point out as well. I'm not actually an actor in any kind of serious sense. It's more of just a hobby, you know. Made different short projects with Leigh over the years.
Yep.
But neither of us had done anything in quite some time.
Yeah,
so it was an exciting thing to come back around to.
Yeah, I mean, if you go onto my channel and look down the videos, and it's way back in 2010, there's a film on there, a short film called Venial Society, which was inspired very much from the Silent Hill world. You'll see bits if you've played the director's cut of Silent Hill, and you know them scenes with Maria and the room in there. Got a lot of inspiration from that and did Venial. And Matt here played the lead character, and it was really good considering it was a long time ago on a crappy camera.
And at that point, that was the first thing I'd ever done in front of a camera.
Was it? Was that the first one? Was it?
That was the first thing. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So yeah.
Hi, Greg.
Not an actor, but
logged in.
It's fun to.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. 2 viewings made such a difference. Oh, so you've seen it twice? Yep. All right, there's Matt. Hello. Yeah, you've watched it twice. Yeah, some of our test audience are in there. We had a test viewing of the film. Unfortunately, the test viewing, we played it in my school, and we didn't calibrate anything, so it wasn't the best experience in the world. But hopefully, I mean, the 4K version is there, and hopefully it's good.
Yeah.
It's all, loved it. Well done. Lighting was amazing. Hey, Sparky props there. There's Mark Miller, key grip, in the description there. He was great because so what it was, I really wanted. I mean, I might put a video on YouTube soon of the storyboard and the film versus, do some stuff. And I had this idea of a hill with a church on top as the refuge, and it was like, oh, we need to light it up. And Mark is he works at a company called Delta, and he knows his lights. It's like, can you light up a Hugby in Jersey, a heritage site? In fact, he got hold of the site for us, and he's like, yeah. Now, meanwhile, I was getting the makeup on for Pyramid Head, and it's hard to realise, but Lolly, who did all the who's FX Jersey, she did all the makeup for Pyramid Head, so all his arms and stuff is all twisted and burnt. If you look on Instagram, you can see some close-up pictures. It's really cool. That took about an hour to put Pyramid Head's makeup on, and
on every shoot.
Yeah. So Pyramid Head, as I said, oh, Mark, can you light it up? Ruben was running around working out camera angles, and Mark was like, yeah, I'm a lighting guy, I'll do it. And off he went with his little lights.
And the awesome work he done in the tunnel as well.
Yeah, in the tunnel.
All those red lights that was made by Mark as well, set up by Mark, was wonderful. We had additional lights on, obviously key light and stuff for James, but the whole ambience that was all mad. And Mark, I mean,
and the fog, the way it came and went, and that. So I hope you enjoyed it. The music was wonderful. Yes. Now, Never Again. Hopefully, you're watching this. So while we were early on filming, we filmed the car scenes first, and while we were filming it, I was on a Facebook group. A lot of you might have been from there. It was either Silent Hill Lovers or Silent Hill Heaven. Not fog posting, because there's a lot of jokers in there. But the others, they were Never Again put up their EP, which is on Bandcamp. Go there. I mean, in the credits, it says where it is. Go there, buy it, help them out, because the whole album is amazing. Oh, yeah. I wanted to use the album for the entire film, but we had to be very careful that we wanted the film to have this kind of film, because if you look online, all the short films that are made, everyone tries to rip off the game so much that it's like, well, we've seen this before.
Yeah, we wanted to do it.
Yeah, but the music, two of their tracks in particular, one of them was perfect for Pyramid Head having his fight, and the other one, I mean, I was on Facebook and I was listening to their EP, and I was actually drawing storyboards at the time, and I heard that final song. And I was like, oh wow, and I went straight onto Facebook and messaged and said, hi, short filmmaker here, is there any chance we could borrow your music? And they were fantastic. They came along, they came back to me straight away and said, absolutely, feel free to use anything off the album. We'd love to see it. I mean, it's our passion project, this EP. And I said, well, this is my passion project, thank you. And
creatives helping other creatives.
Yeah, it's people helping each other. I mean, if everyone helps each other out, this is what happens. I mean, it was such a fun experience, this film. It wasn't there was no part of it where we thought, oh god, we got
I don't think this is probably the less stressful shoot ever. And there's a lot of pieces to this film.
Oh,
there's so much set up, so much thought into it.
Yeah,
but it was stress-free. The whole film was stress-free, which is great. That comes down to just working with the right people.
Yeah.
And
it was perfect. Right, we've got loads of questions going on in here. Let's have a quick look. We got I'll go to the bottom. We
must have missed some questions, isn't it?
Why do you use the film siren instead of the one from the game?
Copyright.
That was just a siren, as it were. It wasn't technically, it wasn't from the film. it was just a siren. The stuff in the games is all copywritten and owned. Everything in this film has been created, as in when we filmed it, none of the audio was there on set. We did everything afterwards.
Dialogue is recorded, but everything else it's added after.
Built from the ground up. So that's how come we didn't use the game siren, because we got no copyright for that. It's a fan film. We're hoping Konami doesn't come after Konami. I can't pronounce Konami. I hope they don't come after us and rip us apart. We're just trying to keep Silent Hill alive. I mean, it would be nice if they brought some games out, mind you. How long did it take to build the helmet for Red Pyramid thing? And how did you make the viewing ports? Right, well, Pyramid Head, I've got a whole set of videos on my channel. He's made out of polystyrene, so he's really lightweight. What it is, I've got a film version I made, which is heavy. I'm suffering very much. I've got rheumatoid arthritis and some other thing called spongy something. I've got a load of things going wrong. Spongylitis or something. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I've just got it. And my film helmet is far too heavy for my head. So I wanted to make a Red Pyramid thing for a long time. So it's polystyrene, very lightweight. And what I've done is I've created lots of tiny little holes around the helmet. And I've painted, where I've put a black line, I've put a tiny little hole, black line, and they're just here and there scattered. So when the helmet's on, I'm just looking straight, I'm just looking out the helmet. And because it's so close to my eyes, I can see out of it. So, and he took, well, if you were to go by my videos, it took like 3 years to make. He took a couple of days, 2 or 3 days to make. Let's have a look. I'm here. Hello. Great job, guys. Keep up the exciting work. What's all the gear did you guys use? Camera lights, etc. Right.
There you go.
It's a lot.
Yeah, so we used the Blackmagic pocket cinema camera, 4K version, with the Makey cine lenses. They're
special bit of glass.
Yeah, they're very affordable. We didn't use any super expensive gear, to be honest. We used the newer LED lights for basically light everything in a film. And yeah, we had 2 sets of lights, and that's pretty camera. We had the slider for the therapy sessions. We had a lot of sliding shots in there.
Bonnet in the car.
Bonnet in the car as well. Yeah, but if you put into a box, should I say that? We've got the camera, 2 sets of lights, a slider, and a jib, like a
jib for the car.
Yeah, for the car, like a little jib, but it's nothing too big, just like one for from a Glide Gear, I believe.
Yeah.
140 quid jib. To be honest, it's not. We didn't have a lot of kit, to be honest. We had enough. I mean, the biggest kit was pretty much from Mark from Delta, which is all the lights inside the tunnel and everything.
To light up Hugby, yeah.
So obviously we were lucky to get that, because obviously if we had to basically for a day, that'll cost us a fortune.
Yeah.
But everything else was just lit up with 2 LED lights and 1 little LED light for the car. Dash.
Oh yeah.
For when you're driving, so we can. I know it's not too realistic,
It's kind of,
we got a light inside the car, but how else to see him? How else to see him? You have to see him. So having that light there kind of keeps you connected with the character. And yeah, that's the equipment, to be honest. Comes down to choose the right angle for the scene. I think not doing shots just for the sake of doing it. I mean, like slides, shots, or any different movement. What I find sometimes is people do a lot of, I want to do a slide shot because I want to do it, because I want to have like 50 slide shots in a film. But sometimes just choosing the right moment to do those shots, I think, is more important than gear.
Well, I think that's what people pointed out when we were watching it. Pace was good.
Yeah. That's the other thing. Like one thing we established early on was like, let's not waste time with shots that we don't need to. Basically, we don't need to see James clicking a button, skipping a track. We don't need to see James, a close up of the handle door, opening the door. We don't
glove box.
Yeah, we don't need all of that. We don't need all of that. So it's like, there's 2 ways of making a scene. I've said this many times before. Let's say this guy walks into a kitchen to make a cup of tea, for example, a coffee. So a lot of people will just, a handful of people will just basically have a shot of him switching on the kettle, putting the sugar, tea, blah blah. You can just have a shot of him walking into the kitchen and getting out of the kitchen with a cup cup of tea already made. So, and that tells the same story in 2 shots, and that's how you keep the pace going. I know I'm kind of drifting apart from, I'm drifting a bit away from the equipment, but you know, I just want to kind of make clear the equipment is not everything. We have 2 lights in the camera.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
You could. There's no reason why. We were lucky enough because we've already got the equipment because we're amateur filmmakers, as it were. But I mean, you can pick up you can use your mobile phone and make a film. Just getting the content, getting Silent Hill content out there. Go do it. Watch my videos. Make a helmet, and then make some more content. Right? Is the knife made out of the same material as the head? No, there's 2 knives in that film. If you look carefully, well, you look carefully, you won't notice. One of them's 3D printed, and there's one of the guys, I can't pronounce his name. Is in the thanks section of the credits. I was donated some 3D files, and I printed the knife, and I used that one for cons, or shall we say, I will use that one when cons are available. And then the other one was actually just a chunk of foam, polystyrene. It's just polystyrene, and that scene when he swings it down in front of the car, it just exploded, didn't it?
We had like
the stunt knife, just boom.
I remember that because the first take we said we don't want to break it because we'll have 1 chance to get this. I remember the first take you did that and then you waited, but it didn't look right because you had the momentum lost halfway through.
Yeah.
So then we said just go for it, just break it, we'll get the shot, and we did.
Yeah, we got it. I'd like to give a shout out to Matt. He was a very original James, keeping his he kept his personality. Yeah, so this is where we had a lot of interest in when we started putting the teaser footage out. A lot of people were very upset that it was set on the other side of the pond. It's over on this side of the world. And then they'll say, oh, but he's English. Now, I myself think he did a fantastic job of portraying James Sutherland. He's got wife killer written all over him. The things he can do with a pillow is incredible. So, we're very, very happy that he took on the role. I mean, when I was writing it, he was the first person that came to my mind. I was like, right, hopefully. Because remember when we were talking about it, and I said, well, I know this guy.
Yeah.
I know this guy.
Or maybe he was the only one we had.
Oh, no. There's other people we could choose from.
One guy.
Yeah, I know one guy.
You'll know anything.
Let's have a look. The knife. Great work. It was a blast. Great work on the film. It was a blast. It was worth the wait. Yeah, so I'm hopefully going to watch it again. I'd like you all to go and find the Easter eggs, because I spent so much time putting Easter eggs in. I think I was winding a few people up because I wanted to make sure that Easter eggs everywhere, because it's the little things.
There's okay. I'm gonna give it a tip. There was an Easter egg on the therapy sessions.
Yeah.
I don't say what it was.
Don't say what it is. Yeah.
And
there's Easter eggs everywhere.
Yeah. So
it's everywhere. Even if you look carefully at the doctor and in the mid one, he is wearing Finch's tie and that. It's one of those. There's Easter eggs everywhere. It's everywhere. Makes sense that you guys really keep franchise alive. It's been very vacant since Canary cancelled PT. Yeah, I mean PT. Hey, they killed it. I mean, there's a lot of fan films out there, and we're hoping that this one is going to get a lot more love and hopefully just spark some more interest in it. The Seal of Samuel and the Funny Cult. Yes. Yeah, The Order. You saw that. Yeah, they at the end there, you do have... and did you notice all the other... I mean, the Doctor at the end, that post-credit scene, I reckon there's probably 1, 2, 3... There's so many Easter eggs in that end scene. I mean, there's a bit that's not in there. You know, when you see the wide shot of that room and he opens the case.
Yeah,
I mean, so many.
The reason we didn't use we didn't want to give away straight away that was the Doctor.
Yeah.
Till the actual final shot. So by adding that wide shot will be revealing, oh, it's the Doctor.
Yeah.
So, and then everything else just will become a bit pointless after that.
Yeah,
and
and
you know,
yeah, and it was good. And then obviously he's preaching lines straight out of Silent Hill 3 there, you know. If I'm not mistaken, Mary Elizabeth McGill says them on one of the CDs, or no, it was a part of the same Bible phrase, as it were. But yeah, anyway,
there is an Easter egg. Will be quite difficult. There's only a few frames, but it's in the tunnel as well when James are having the dialogue with the Faceless Doctor, and there's such an Easter egg there. I just hope people actually see it. I don't want to say it, otherwise we'll just ruin it.
Yeah,
but
it.
It's if you look closely, it's
many interesting references to Silent Hill fans. Yeah, so hopefully, but once again, as you notice, the story though is a completely different take on the character. So once again, the questions are, as people said, I think someone said, is it a continuation, or is it where's it placed? That's for you to make up your mind. I've got it in my head wherever it is. So just watch the scenes carefully and have a look around. You know, have a little look. You might work out where it stands. How many Easter eggs are there altogether? Someone's asking.
Okay.
No idea.
Yeah, no, I'd say there's visually and dialogue wise. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Visually, there's about three. Visually, there's about three.
No,
I mean, that is very obvious.
No, yeah, and then I mean, little things like just have some freeze frames. I mean, the evidence bag. Where'd that come from? What happened?
What's the writing says on it?
Yeah.
Where's the writing?
Let's have a look. Would love to give a shout out to Matt. Yep, we've had that one. What's the knife made of? Yep. Mark makes sense. Good. Soundvex. Good old Valtiel. Yeah, now Valtiel and a frame like Lost Movies. Yeah. Good old Valtiel. Yeah, it was fun. You notice none of our publicity stuff at all had face. We called him Faceless Doctor on set, but Valtiel, that's who he is. Yeah. Once again, in the dialogue, he does point out, I'm not a manifestation. I'm not your doctor. And any Silent Hill fans out there do know that, the world of Silent Hill, everything is a manifestation from the person that's being punished. The only thing within Silent Hill that is not a manifestation is Valtiel. He is the only thing that's there that's real, as it were. So Valtiel, I feel ashamed there. Yeah, well, the thing about Valtiel is that Lolly did the makeup, the face, and there are some things. If you look carefully, his hands, the bandaging and the wrapping on the hands are from the original. What's the word when it's not the when you create something, the artist created it as one of the concept art. Yeah, so the original concept art for him was the three fingers, very much like Pyramid Head, and it had the bandages wrapped up with the ties on. So his arms are the same, his face has got the circle on, but it's got that kind of the burning movement, a very Silent Hillish. The one thing that always sticks in my mind is Silent Hill 3, when Heather goes into the room and you got the mirror and she's walking around and you can't get out of the room, and then she stops, and then you get that the bloody movement, that kind of. So Ruben was there, track framing,
motion tracking.
Yeah. How can we support the diffusion of this short film? I can't read that. It's too small.
What's that?
I can't.
Okay. What were you reading? Okay. How can we support the division of the short film? How can you support it?
Like and share.
Like and share as much as you can. To be honest with you, yeah. Because if this gets a lot of attention, which is we're kind of hoping to do so, because we put a lot of work and love into it, and I mean, the least we can expect is people to. Like
just like and share it.
Like and share it. That'll mean the world to us. I think that's all we ask for. Like and share it, and you know, as much as you can
just
possibly
spread it
can.
around.
Spread it around, yeah.
You got the Divine God, Jacob's Ladder, the original Silent Hill 2 there. I changed some video about it some time ago, yeah. Second Rebirth, Surface sessions. Yeah, so hopefully, as I'm seeing now, people are having a good old chat here. You sort of realize, once again, I think when we first went for this project, it was if you do a deep dive on YouTube and you watch Silent Hill short films, it's basically someone wakes up somewhere, there's a foggy area, they walk past the sign. We never said Silent Hill in there. They always walk past the sign. It's always foggy, they're always confused. Then they find an abandoned building. It's either a school or a shopping mall. There's a nurse wandering around, there's a pyramid head wandering around, they have a bit of a battle, and the credits roll. And that seems to have been every single thing. So this was it was dialogue heavy, and we tried to approach things that, because once again, as I was saying to these guys when we were doing it, Silent Hill the game, for fans out there, realize that when you play that game, it's like reading a book. You become that character, you get in there and you think stuff that's not actually said. A lot of things in the game isn't really answered, but each person has come to their own conclusion. This makes Silent Hill very hard to make a short film. So I had to put things into the script that kind of answered things for people who've never played the games. So there's some things in there that really are a different spin on the world of Silent Hill, but hopefully it still makes the story go forward and brings in a new audience. So, there's that.
Yeah. Kind of a bit of a universal story in a way.
Yeah.
Because if we made it too Silent Hill focused, non-Silent Hill fans, they might be a bit confused. It's already a bit confusing, to be honest with you, in a way. If you don't know, if you don't know, if you're totally new to Silent Hill, you might confuse a couple of people because what's going on now? He's underworld. Now he's foggy area. Now he's this. Now he's that. What's going on? Who is he talking to? Who is that doctor? But
it's so nice that you trusted. You're the film. Your film. I'm game. You see, and that's what made this a really interesting thing, wasn't it?
I think that was great. And me not knowing much about Silent Hill was great because I had this sort of film approach to it as being a filmmaker. So I think that kind of help us in a way because you balance because you stop me from doing very film kind of driven and focused, and you stop you from being Silent Hill game. So we kind of a combination of both. And I think
pick up the torch and it makes a bling sound.
No. Let's not do that. But one thing that we kept in the game is the footsteps. I think the footsteps are slightly louder than you'll hear in real life. But the reason we've done that is to kind of feel like the video game in a way.
Yeah, we got Never Again Metal are on here. Yes, I don't know if you're on earlier on.
Thanks for your music. Music is awesome.
Your music,
amazing.
Yes, as I say, it's in the credits. Where to buy it? I kind of called it the OST because it just sounds cool. But Never Again's EP, all of you out there need to buy it because it is a fantastic EP.
Yeah.
And I would like more, actually.
Yeah,
I really would.
Especially the final track, the final track, the credits track.
The credits track.
Yeah. That song will always always going to remind me of this film in a way.
But you remember when
so good.
Remember when we were filming it, and I even brought the sound system along to play it, and we even did it when we filmed it. We'll play in the music because it's one of those that the drop, dun 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 dun, at that point when it just has, it's just perfect. And hopefully you're happy with what we did with it. Yeah, Never Again. Well done.
Icing on the cake.
Darkest Struggle. Yeah. Yes, the credit track was so beautiful. Yeah,
it is great.
It's
track.
just, and hopefully, if everyone likes and shares the show, get it out there. Everyone, go over to Bandcamp and get that EP. It's so good. Right. Well, anyway, it's looking like we are at the end of our time frame because we don't want to go on forever. But we just wanted, we can all say a little something if you want. So, Matt, is there anything you'd like to say say to everyone, I'll keep this video on my channel, this little thing, so you can all come back to this live stream and watch it at any time you want, and leave some more comments. Is there anything you'd like to say?
No.
He only talks when he has a camera rolling.
Yeah. No. Thank you for giving this your time and watching, and yeah, any constructive feedback you want to provide is really appreciated. Yeah, it's been really, really good fun working on this project, and hopefully it won't be too long before we can provide you with something else. But yeah, thanks for watching.
Anything you'd like to say?
I just thanks for watching, really, and share it and like it as much as you can possibly can. Yeah, that'll give us, if you do that, and if this does really well, that will give us motivation to do more. And you know, because it's such a good feeling when you actually do something and it's actually well accepted.
It's all been positive.
well received. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why it's been great. So yeah, that's all I can ask for. Just basically, thanks for watching, and you know, just share it and like as much as you possibly can.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I better
special thanks.
better have How Mary in here as well. But yeah, yeah, I would like to say as well, as the writer, hopefully you've enjoyed a little delve into my approach on the characters, because it is something I've wanted to do since 1999. I was one of these guys. I bought my game on the day it came out, and I played it, loved it, and I've been a true fan since the beginning. We don't talk about the second Revelation film, though. Don't talk about that. So there's a lot of film people I've worked with in the past that know that I've always wanted to make a Silent Hill film. But here we go. It's done.
That's it.
It's a tick off my little list, and I just hope that it continues to circulate around the World Wide Web, and it pops up here and there. Just keep sharing the YouTube link, which would be great. And then, and also a big thank you, as you noticed in there, our Mary. We had a competition to be a Mary, and we had a lot of really good entries. So if you didn't get your Mary in, it was all down to the edit, the cut, and the way it went. And I can't pronounce her name. Jaxie, she's in the credits. Jax, whatever. There's our Mary. It was absolutely brilliant. There was a few people laughing online when I posted the video, only 6 months ago, if that, saying we're looking for a Mary, and people were saying, "What? They're making a short film and they haven't even got the Mary." But that's what we wanted, the picture. So there we go. Anyway, I'm going to leave it. I'll just quickly see. Yeah, like and share. Thank you for watching. Go back and watch again, and drop some. If you see the Easter eggs, have some fun. Go and find the Easter eggs
and leave it on a comment below. Comment section below.
Yeah, well, tell everyone. Yeah, but yeah. You might be
maybe.
the first.
I mean,
be the first person.
We'll love to know if people actually found them.
Yeah. See how many you find. Have a little look. And if you want more Silent Hill from us, I really want to make more. We just got to get these guys on board, okay?
Yeah. Let's hope this movie does really well. The film does really well, and then we can tackle that and lose a few more hairs. Make a new one.
Right. Anyway.
All right.
It was good talking. And we're now going to watch it again for fun. Yeah, subscribe to Duck 79.
So let's see if we can get this to 5 million likes.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't mind one of those. I've only
10 million subscribes.
I've only had a K.
I've never
had more than a K.
I've never seen 1 million views on one of.
Let's see if we can get this up to 50.
Videos I ever made. So.
Let's get
50 million bell notifications.
Yeah, if anyone's got any bots out there, know how to that video.
Oh, that's not fair.
Oh no, YouTube's algorithms keep doing me over. No doubt they're gonna take this video down anyway, because they're gonna be like, "Oh, there's a gun in there." And they'll take the video off. Yeah.
Well.
Anyway.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Never again, if you're still there.
Thanks so
Hopefully,
much.
we'll work with you again on a future project. Let's stay in contact. Bye bye.
See you guys.
Bye.